Yay, here we are, the Golden Girls.
Yay!
And the amount of people that are here are 0.
No, no,
I know
no.
Teal Turtle Studios is in there somewhere, but oh, now we got 2. We got 2. It's ramping up.
Yeah,
Oh God, they're
yeah,
flooding in the door now. They're just
yes.
please
It's easy
don't get
for us to
pushy.
go,
Don't
but
get
We're going
they
to
pushy.
get to
all
their
come in.
question faster than anybody else's question. So,
Yes. Yeah,
Oh, we're up to
absolutely.
3. We got 3.
Yay.
Yeah,
Hi, thanks for
they'll get
coming.
notices.
Oh, good. There's another one. Oh no, we went from 3 back to 1. Uh-oh. What happened to the
Uh-oh.
counter?
No,
Well,
we
you
got
know what?
Teal Turtle, we got Hogan Walker, and we got Laura
Scared
Croft.
Yes. That's fine. We'll go with you. And
Oh, now it's back to
And
3.
Vicky Petrie.
It should be 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
Well,
We got 4
That's
right
okay.
now.
They'll come in.
Yeah,
They'll
they
go.
We'll trickle in. I think there's a couple of other big names that are on right now. Should be wrapping up soon. So
bigger than the Golden Girls?
I
They'll
know.
pop in.
I know. Who'd have thought?
Okay.
I think Ross.
We're now we're way up to oh God, they're rushing in now. They're rushing in. There's 7 here. Hey everybody, this is the Golden Girls. We're waiting for a few people to show up, and we're glad to see that at least a few have shown up so far.
Yes. Welcome.
Sherry thinks that there's something big going on somewhere else, and I'm thinking, see what Laura said. Laura
Yes.
said nothing bigger than the Golden Girls. This is
there you
exactly
go.
what I
Yeah,
thought.
I didn't say
It's
they were
exact-
bigger than us. I just said there's
That's
a
right.
couple of big names that are on or should be wrapping
Yeah.
up anytime. So we'll start getting their
Yeah.
their
Folks are gonna
Well,
leave
while
for
while
trouble.
we're waiting for everybody to show up, and don't be pushy and stuff, being pushing people and stuff like that. Just come on in the door and sit down and let us listen to what we have to say.
put your questions in all caps.
Yeah, perfect. Marina brought up something right off the bat about Melania, and I think that we ought to go for that right now and tell somebody shows up, till more people showed up. So what was that, Marina?
Yeah, this Melania gave a news conference, whatever. Anyway, she was in front of the podium with the American flag on both sides, and she came out in her gray suit and did her very best to look dignified. And as I said to Cleo, considering how much time she had, yes, considering how much time she has spent in the US, that she still can't speak English. She can't read English, and she certainly can't write English. So anyway, what she basically, she made this little speech, and it was all about Epstein. And the interesting part was she wants to make it very, very clear that she had nothing to do with Epstein, with Maxwell. It's like that Sergeant, whatever his name is, Sergeant Clink. I know nothing. I've seen nothing. So just to give you a little taste of
Schultz. Schultz would do that.
Schultz. That's right, Schultz. Yes, sorry.
I know nothing.
So yeah, she started off with the lies linking me to the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humanity, and respect. Oh, girl, as if you know anything about ethics standards. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean,
you're married to a pedophile and rapist.
Yeah, talk to me about standards. Yeah. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. Hi, got any naked pictures of yourself? You want some? Exactly.
What is her reputation?
Yeah. I have never been friends with Epstein.
Yeah.
And yeah, Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything.
Wait. Her email that began "Dear G" and ended "Love Melania." That one.
That's it.
Okay. So when I write you a message, Marina, I say "Dear M," and
Yes.
love Judy, and
Yes.
I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's how we all correspond.
Check.
Yeah. And then
Right.
she
Got
says,
it.
this doesn't amount to anything more than a tribal note instead of trivial note. Tribal note. Then she goes on to plug her book. Okay. I am not Epstein's victim.
True Trump.
Yes. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania. And
yeah, we know what kind of parties it was that she was invited to back then.
She wanted to make it very clear.
And
how many times does she reference her book?
Just in this particular thing, just the once. Just the once.
Just one time. Okay.
Just one.
She's
time.
slipping.
She's slipping. Yeah. She goes out of her way to let everyone know that she is not mentioned in the Epstein files. She's never been a witness to anything. She's never been, spoken about by witnesses. It's like, I have nothing to do. This doesn't touch me.
Yeah.
And she was never on Epstein's plane, never on his island. Never had
despite all of the photographic evidence that contradicts this, and all of the witness statements that contradict this, but we're supposed to believe her.
Sorry, what were you saying, Judy?
Sorry, Judy. Judy froze.
How much you want to bet she's getting ready to be subpoenaed, and she's trying to prevent that?
Good point. Maybe that's it.
And of course, she had to renegotiate her contract for another lump sum payment in order for her to get out there and stand up and say this drivel. She's not going to do that unless there's money in hand. So, just
I don't care. Do you?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's keep a little perspective on this. Melania Trump happens to be the least popular first lady ever. In the history of first ladies. So it's
Hillary
almost
Clinton Hillary Clinton is way more popular than she's in the negative, minus 13 points.
Yeah, she's in the negative. So for her to come out and act like she's all righteous, high and mighty, and how dare they connect her with Epstein, I'm thinking you're in a picture with Trump, you, Epstein, that other woman, the one that's in prison, Maxwell, and some other people. I'm thinking you have some connection there. You know them. You were invited to a party or something, and you're in a picture, probably more than one, with them. So, and then she went on, didn't she? Didn't she go on?
Mar-a-Lago is a trafficking point for Epstein.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they're using Mar-a-Lago to traffic the women. Perfect.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so before we get any further, we've got
I
a few
threw
people
some
that.
cards on her real quick. If you want me to read them out.
Hold on, Sherry.
Yeah.
Let's just introduce. This is what's going on. This is the
Okay.
Golden Girls. We've got Marina, aka Sophia. Sherry is Blanche. Judy is the
The
cousin to
cousin.
Rose. And I am
Cousin.
Dorothy. And we are very happy to see you guys today. We didn't get into this because there wasn't very many people, but now there's a bunch of people in there. You guys just came rushing in. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Like
So I just
Susie
wanted to.
Zuki said, seems a bit late for Melania to try to hide anything.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So
Well, and that's why there's got to be like what's behind it. So what's behind it, I think, are they're getting ready to subpoena her, especially with Pam Blondie, and her stuff, and more things
Well,
are going to
what's
be coming out. And Iran has copies of the files, and the Pope has copies of the files, and
Yeah.
things are going to keep coming out.
and when
So
it
she
comes to
smells blood
her,
in the
we've
water.
all
Is what
seen
it
it
is.
because she's done these beautiful spread eagle photo spreads on airplanes and cars and stuff for anybody
She
can.
just slipped and fell, Sherry. She just
Yeah.
slipped and
But
there she
that's all it
was.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing that also that I
I don't
found
know how
very
it happened.
the thing that I found very interesting was part of this little speech that she read was she called on Congress. She said, "Now is the time for Congress to act." Epstein was not alone. Several prominent
yes.
male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely publicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt, but we still must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth. I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then and only then will we have the truth. Thank you.
and you're saying, isn't that what happened already?
That's how many times have we
Well,
seen
they
people talking when Pam Bondi, would you like to recognize the Epstein victim standing behind you? No, I'm not going to look there. Kash Patel, would you like to, here's our Epstein's victims. I don't see anything. Really. So I think, Judy, I think you could be right. Either they're going to subpoena her or somebody gave her the heads up that there is going to be some major shite dropped about her and she wants to get ahead of it.
Oh yeah.
I know nothing. I wasn't there. I never heard any
that's
rumors.
what it is.
Yeah. And it's funny because I did I pulled 3 cards asking that question. Is that what it is? I got sun, yes, positive, hiding something, and rescue revived. So
I told
Okay.
you, Marina nailed it.
I got the magician because she's gonna pull every trick in the bag to pull out to try to get to this. Then I got the page of wands because of course she's out there running her mouth trying to put news out that unfortunately isn't very accurate. Then I got support assistance, so she's trying to give some kind of support to the current occupant that she's still married to. And then I get cyclone damage. This is just one big shite show. It's just a whirling dervish of a mess.
yes.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Well, I think everybody's on the same page.
I got 2 things. I got Hidden Secrets coming out with the moon. and followed by I feel like this is the victims that or the survivors that are gonna, there's a new world about to be birthed, and it doesn't involve Melania.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is, the idea, she has been talked about her relationship with Epstein and Maxwell for the last 10 years. And she chose this moment to say, I had nothing to do with it. I barely knew them.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yet you wrote such
Which is
such
why you know
beautiful
something is
personal
gonna happen.
notes to G and love M, and
I always tell people I don't know that I love them.
Yes.
Yes. Even when I'm wearing my jacket that says "I don't care, do you?"
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
so no, something's up, and hey, I'm there for it. I'm there for it. And yeah, I have my popcorn ready to go. I'll have a beverage with it. May or may not contain alcohol.
Also, well, so the other thing is that, attention has been drawn away from the Epps files with the whole, Iran war and everything going on. So for them, which was also designed to be a distraction. So for them to bring this back to everybody's attention tells you there's something coming down the pike.
Yeah.
Well, and I thought that maybe that was it. Is exactly
allow attention to be brought back onto them.
This is what I thought was going on, because what Trump has done recently, and the threats that he's made against Iran and basically the rest of the world, threatening to annihilate an entire civilization and put them into the Stone Age, threatening to destroy all of their infrastructure and their, their electricity and everything they've got going on there. And because now it has, you don't hear about the nuclear weapons that they don't have, but you do hear about that they want to open up that Strait of Hormuz, I think it's called.
Hormuz.
Hormuz?
Hormuz. It's pronounced Hormuz. So,
Hormuz, like whore and moose. I wonder if that's what Melania was relating to. Hormuz.
And according to my son, who's been through it several times while he was in the Navy, he said it's like trying to steer a ship down a 6-lane freeway at peak traffic time. It's like the big ships have to go right down the middle because they won't fit on the sides. It's too shallow. But all the other traffic is like zoom, 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 zoom on the boats on each side of them. So it's like a nightmare as far as logistically being safe.
Well, I think then
through there unless you make sure it's safe before.
And then what Trump is implying is he's going to blow everything up so there won't be any traffic. There won't be anybody there to have any traffic. No, I mean what Trump has done and said, and on Easter he said, "Open the fucking strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah," and he mocks their religion. So the things that he said were just bizarre. But what does the Republicans do today?
Yes.
They've said, well, Trump is free to do anything he wants with that war. And the Democrats are saying 25th Amendment and all this stuff. And they're like, no, no. They're just perfectly happy with him being just unhinged.
Presidential.
Oh, so professional.
So professional. I listen to him speak and I think, oh my God, it's like the voice of God. He's just, what a
while he threatens the Pope.
That's not what I wanted. This one. Yes, and he threatened, I just found that out from everybody here, that he just threatened the Pope.
Oh, that's all right. The Pope swung back hard just like, yeah, no, you don't scare us. We got more power than you do.
Yeah.
We're the Catholic
Really?
Church. Yeah, and basically that's true. He's like, yeah, no, we're the Catholic Church. You just go sit down and suck your thumb for a little while.
Yeah.
Really? Really? I
Yeah.
did
Good
not.
luck,
He
girl.
did. He did really make a comeback
Yeah.
about the
Oh
remark that.
yes,
Perfect. Oh,
oh
perfect.
yes, he sure did.
Oh, the Pope canceled his trip.
Canceled
Hmm.
his trip. He's talking about pulling all Catholic
Yeah, the
assistance in
Pope
the
will likely
country.
meet Obama before he meets F-45,
Do
Yes.
you?
and that'll
I don't.
that'll
I don't
get
know
his
if people
panties in a
realize
bunch.
just how much support the Catholic Church gives in every country in the planet,
Hmm.
between their assistance, their charity works, their food drives, their, I mean, and he's talking about, yeah, we'll just pull all of the assistance of the church from your country during a time when everybody's hurting really, really, really bad. Now, I don't think that they would actually do that. That kind of goes against their teachings. But I can see where the Pope is just pissed off enough that he would say, we're going to cut them off for a week, see what they think after a week.
Yeah.
I'm just
And he
saying,
is from Chicago.
Well, and
that's
what
right.
we were talking about before coming on is, I mean, he could stop funding to the
Yes.
Catholic Church and Catholic charities and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, the Vatican has more gold than God himself. So I mean, they're not going to run out of money. So you
No.
can
Yeah,
use money as a
no,
threat, but good luck.
Well,
yeah,
Yeah.
I hope the Pope does do that because everybody else is too afraid to stand up to Trump. Um,
Yes.
and so I think it would be a good thing if he did do that.
Yeah. And you got to wonder that the people who are still supporting him, still standing behind him, still protecting him, why? Why? I know that you're not that
Oh, black
stupid. I
man.
know that you're not that ignorant. So you
Because
must be complicit.
are you talking about other Republicans?
Other Republicans and yeah,
Yeah.
even
The
those
people
that are
that they're
yeah,
doing it because they're afraid of him. And they're doing
right.
it because they have been told you damn well better do what Trump wants you to do or pay the consequences, which could be a number of things.
yeah, because the money people want to keep them in there as long as they can because they're making more money.
Yeah,
Are
true.
they though?
Right.
Are they
Well,
really
in the
now?
long run, no, they won't be. That's already
Yeah,
been proven statistically speaking. But these people don't think past tomorrow. So,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the other
Well,
thing,
have
oh,
you
go
guys
ahead.
seen any of those Lego videos? Those Lego videos that Iran is putting out, which are absolutely brilliant. The one they
Iran is putting out some of the
put
best
out on
damn.
Hegseth was absolutely chef's kiss. It was beautiful.
Yes.
But one of them they just put out on Trump was talking about that, saying, "We know what you're doing. We know you're trying to play the market. We know that you're trying to you'll make threats so the market goes down and then you back off when the market goes up. We know what you're doing. We know you're inside trading." I mean, they come right out on the video and they call it out. "We see what you're doing. Don't think we don't have file information. That'll make you sweat.
No.
We know you just want money." And I mean, they
Iran
come
has
out and call him on it. And
Iran
Yes.
has
Yeah.
been absolutely just beautiful with these Lego things because, oh my God, everyone they put out is just
oh, that's
spot
brilliant.
on.
Brilliant.
Yeah. The
Abs-
latest one that I saw
If you
had
don't see
Trump coming
any other
down.
one, if you don't see any other one, you have to watch Hegseth one. It is absolutely
Yes.
brilliant.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen
This
any of
is
the things you
awesome.
guys are talking about. I want
I
to.
will send you some links, Cleo.
The
Thank
Lego
you,
comes
thank
from
you.
Denmark, so that's why
Yeah.
they're
And
using
the last one
Legos
that I
because
saw
they're
was
Denmark.
him coming off of Air Force One, carrying a big white flag, coming down the stairs with the big white flag. As he gets to the bottom, he throws the flag away and then drops to his knees and drops his head.
Okay.
And that came out of Iran. So it's like, yeah.
Oh,
there
and
you
they
go.
got like the little hands, the little Lego hands turning purple and black and stuff. And oh my God, it's
Yeah, the
absolutely.
Trumps is all
I don't
boobs.
know who dreamed this up. I'm sure it's a group of college students that just
Yes.
got back to Iran. That was like, yeah, y'all want to really get under his skin? Give us some freedom to do what we just spent 6 years in America learning how to do at their colleges and getting degrees. you know. So yeah, I mean, it's
So,
freaking hilarious.
so another surprise. I love this, what you guys are talking about. But, I saw a thing from Marjorie Taylor Greene, one woman who I've never really paid attention to, who in the
Thank you,
last
baby.
few months has become more interesting. And she said
Yeah.
that in response to the Trump administration, how many casualties voters were willing to accept in the war in Iran, or Iran, whichever way you want to pronounce
Yes.
it. Green said, "How about zero, you bunch of sick fucking liars? We voted for America first and zero wars." Now, Marjorie, let's look at you coming out and saying something that makes sense. I just, I'm
I
just
keep wanting to say,
amazed.
okay, who's responsible, ETs, for coming in and dropping a body snatcher down
Yeah.
in her body? And what did you do with the real MTG? Because this ain't her.
Yes.
Body
Well,
snatcher.
I mean, we've all been saying for a while that all rats leave a sinking ship, and that's all
Yes,
she
they
did.
do.
He made her mad. He didn't let her get her way, and she got vengeful, and is basically tried to excuse herself from the room so she doesn't end up in jail. I don't know. She still is probably gonna have some things to answer to, but so she's just reading the room, and
Yes.
is the rat jumping the ship. That's all.
Well, but yeah, it's still so unusual for her to say something that makes sense. I mean, I'm blown away. Oh my
I
God, she made
know.
sense.
I know. Who would have thought Alex Jones would be
That's what
calling for the
narcissists do.
25th?
Jump from one game to another.
Right.
Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson, I got something that he said. What did he say? Hold on a minute. I
Somebody else
got
said something about screw the 25th. I want to see them hit him with the fourth and amendment, something else to that, because that would take out his whole cabinet. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, let's do that one instead.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson was the one that brought up that Trump was mocking the religion and questioned. He said, "Who do you think you are?" For him to say that thing about Allah was just it was so. Gave me chills as far as like
Disrespectful.
fear. Yeah,
Yes.
I
They
mean, it
know
was
where
just
their
horrible.
bread is buttered, so they're losing money, so they got to attack the one that's making them lose money.
Yeah. They're, that, you know what? I may not agree with your religion, but that doesn't give me the right to make fun of it, to ridicule you on it, or to make any comments against it because it's not my religion. So do I know for a fact that
Well, and that's the whole
Christianity?
point of the United States.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
I want to
Right.
take this in because I'm
Well,
There
you
never
are.
have
quite sure what to
supposedly,
call it.
Peter, you have the freedom.
Yeah.
Iran.
Yeah, whether you call it
It's Iran.
Iran, Iran.
Iran.
So thank you, Beth.
Yes.
Iran. Iran.
Yeah.
Iran. We're all learning something today. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, we have the freedom to practice whatever religion we want,
Mm-hmm.
but we do need to. We I hope moving forward, and I feel like probably not right away. It probably won't be for some time, but we really do need to get separation of church and state. these mega churches and these Christian right wackadoodles. I mean, yeah,
Take
if
away
you
the
want to
tax
practice
exempt
that, that's fine,
status
but keep
too.
it out of politics. Keep prayer out of school. It's ridiculous, and it's never been fully separate. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to swear in a Bible, and you wouldn't have to, do all these things that involve religion when you're in court or doing legal
Well, a
proceedings.
lot of the
It
first
wouldn't be on your
batch of
money,
presidents we
all
had
the
didn't
things.
swear on
But
Bibles.
we need separation of church and state. If you want to practice whatever religion you want, fine. But it needs to be separate from politics, period. End of
Exactly.
story.
Well, and most of the first
And
round of
schools.
presidents
Schools are
that
a
we
government
had,
institution. They need to
they
be
didn't
separate.
swear on Bibles. Most of them swore on books of law, on law books and stuff. So even they weren't bringing the Bible into things. I pulled a three of wands, so this is
Well, God wasn't
people
added to
looking forward,
money
trying
or
to
the
find
Pledge of
some better
Allegiance in
things.
the 50s.
And then I'm dropping cards, and then I got the Hermit. So you got other people that are trying to hole up and just wait and see what's going to happen next. That's not going to do them a lot of good. Then I got the Two of Pentacles. So, they're trying to make some choices on which money pile are they going to go for. Is it going to be more profitable to swing this way or more profitable to swing that way? So that's something that's on the menu. And of course, our favorite card right now is the Death card. And so, whether there you go, as Marina Genuflex, yes. So, are we talking a physical going away? Are we talking a uh, going away of one's reputation? Well, that can't be because it's already gone. Um, um, I love the
Was there
fact
ever
that in
one?
this deck the death card looks like a pirate, with with the black rose flag and stuff. It's like,
Yep.
yeah, they're
Yep.
I don't see him here much longer, y'all. I really don't.
Uh-huh.
And I keep hearing that kind of thing, and it just never happens. So I know that
Eventually it
everybody
will.
well, eventually it will for everybody, but
Yeah.
I mean, uh, I am really concerned though about the way he's handling things, and that we're all accepting that it's just Trump being Trump. Or it's just Trump because he's demented. Or it's just Trump because he's sick with something. I'm thinking, no, it's just Trump being an evil person, just a mean, evil sicko. And I don't know that he's going to
He's a
pass on.
narcissist.
I don't know that he's going to be taken out of office. And I remember last year when other psychics were talking, like Linda G was saying, we're going to have to wait till the election, and I'm like, no, 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 that's too far
Yes.
away. We don't have that much time. Here we are. Now I'm even more panicked. We don't have that much time, but it looks like that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to wait till next November when the Democrats take over, and this is really I, I just the way things have been moving, they're so fast.
Oh,
What could
it's this
happen between
November
now?
that
Yeah, this November, exactly.
Yes.
The,
and most of the House and Senate, they would get elected in November. Most of them get sworn in before the first of the year for the new House and the
well,
new
that
Senate.
would be great, but that I would like it to happen
Yeah,
like 6 months ago, not
yes,
Yes.
in
thank you.
next November. you know,
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um,
But to be banking on that he might get sick or he might be taken out or the 25th Amendment or impeachment, it's not going to happen because the Republicans control everything. If they have to, if he died, they'd just stuff him and stick him in a chair and do repeats for him talking. I mean, it'd be like what's that show of
Weekend at Bernie's.
A Weekend at Bernie's? That's what they would do. But you know,
Yeah.
and let's say something happened to him tomorrow. You know who
Oh,
takes
please,
over?
oh, please, oh,
Vance.
please.
You know what Vance does? He does exactly what Trump has been doing. Vance is just as bad as the rest of. They're all in
They all
cahoots.
are. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
really
mean,
ridiculous. It's a little bit scary, and I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens next.
well,
I
you know,
don't want Vance in there either.
the first interview that Kamala Harris gave, was on
Well, and
Stephen
where was
Colbert's,
Vance? He was campaigning
and
for Viktor
she
Orban.
she told them at the time, she was like,
I mean, that's where Vance has been spending his time, and on our dime.
Yeah. As
yeah,
long as Vance is out of the country, you don't need to worry too much, because if they thought anything serious was going on with Trump, or they were going to, he would be close by. So as long as he's out of the country, like he is in Hungary right now, yeah, I think if anything happened to Trump right now with Vance being gone, that would be a perfect opportunity to replace Vance. To say, sorry, something happened, you weren't here, we needed whatever, so and so is now in charge. Feel free to add to the notes, but
Well,
yeah,
we've talked like back last year that there would
yeah,
be a group of people that would take over the
yes,
White House and get rid of Trump and
yes,
Vance and all of them, and obviously nothing like that's been happening. I love what Connie B says here. We can't wait for the election. Something has to happen now.
yes,
Think the generals will stage a coup. That's what my son's military friends are saying. I love it. No, I never heard anything like that before, but I would love it if something like that happened. Thank you for
hmm,
throwing that out there because, yeah, that makes more sense than anything than waiting for
yes,
somebody to get sick and die or end up in the hospital, um, you know,
yes,
and then just have the vice president take over. And I'm seeing more and more how hard it is to do the 25th Amendment or to
yes,
have him impeached. It's just really hard to do. To actually remove him from office. I mean, he's been impeached twice. It didn't take him out
yes.
of office.
Well, I would love to see moving forward something that we add into the Constitution where the people can actually impeach their president. Here in
Yes.
Oregon, if we as a people wanted to recall our governor, we could do that. I
Oh,
would love
really?
to
Yes.
see something added in that if the cabinet won't do it and Congress won't do it, but the people want to do it, then we should be able to, on a No Kings rally, everybody sign your name and everybody call for impeachment and get them out of there. If the
Yeah.
will of the people will allow it, then it should be allowed, whether or not Congress wants to have a set. So that's what
Yeah.
I would love to see added in moving in the future.
Yeah, I love that idea too. That's a
Absolutely.
great idea.
Absolutely. I know that up here, or at least in the city of Calgary, yeah, we can recall any of the MLAs, members of the Legislative Assembly, or the mayor or whatnot. Yeah, recall them. So
absolutely.
yeah, yeah, totally, totally.
I mean, because because otherwise we're sitting here, we're like, why won't you guys do anything? And they're like, oh, it's a process and we can't get enough people on board. If the will of the people came together and said, you know what, we've had enough is
Yeah.
enough, get this Yahoo out of here, then that should be allowed to happen.
Well,
So
and I
we'll
want
see.
to
We'll see if
give
that'll happen.
kudos
But we can do that here as a state.
give kudos to the over 10 million. I don't know how many. They said it was something like 8 million. It was much more. I will say
Much
10
more.
million protesters across the country. Thank God for those people that they're coming out and doing what they're doing. That is the kind of thing that will make a difference. When you see that many people protesting over the same thing,
Mhm.
excuse me, there's something going on in front of my house. I don't know if you can hear that on the mic, but craziness out
Coming
there.
to take you
Anyway,
away. Ha ha. Hee.
maybe God shut the drapes. Don't answer the door.
Yeah, that's right.
so, so But yeah, I mean, all these people. I'm so glad they're going out there and doing that. The no kings protests and stuff. And
Yes.
what does Trump say right after that? He goes, "I'm not trying to be a king," and then just ignores it like it doesn't mean anything. No, it does mean something. And thank you
Yes.
Now you're
so
trying to be
much
a dictator.
for yeah, thank you so much to all the people that are
Yes.
taking time out of their lives to go out there in the streets and saying, no, we do not want this. We don't like what you're doing with immigration. We don't like what you're doing with tariffs. We don't like what you're doing with wars. I mean, yeah, that it matters. What they're doing matters, and it will make a difference in the end. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The largest protest in American history and the largest global protest in history.
Yes.
That's
So
right. It's
that
not
should
just
tell
in
you
our
something.
country, it's throughout
No,
the
there were
world.
over 3,000
Global.
March locations around the world that were not in the U.S.
3,300. Yeah,
Wow. I mean,
3,300
that's
is
just,
what I saw.
yeah, people are just looking around like nobody's saying anymore, what's wrong with America? They're just saying, we don't
Well,
care.
they're
Just
still
get rid
saying
of
it,
that fool. Yeah, they're still saying it, but they're done with it. They're done with it because, and when he came out and said those things about Iran, let's hope I pronounced it right, that, to say that he was going to annihilate a civilization, that he's going to take him back to the Stone Age, I don't, and I guess his little Republican buddies think that's just fine to say such a thing. It was horrible. And the whole world went, whoa, whoa, whoa,
yeah.
whoa. We're not for this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And,
It,
and, and for the cause of why are they doing the war in the first place had to do with the
exactly.
nuclear weapons? Nope, nope, no nuclear weapons. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
know,
think it
money,
reminds
money.
you a little bit of George Bush. Remember when he went into Iraq?
Yes,
Because they're killing people. There's weapons of mass destruction. There's this,
yes.
there's that. What happened afterwards? Okay. Saddam Hussein was
Who's
taken
Saddam
into
Hussein?
custody and whatnot. Was there any evidence? None.
None.
None. None. None.
Never was. And that it
Never
is. It's
was.
exactly the same kind of thing, except Trump takes it to a whole new level.
Yes.
He just goes banana. I'm berserk. I mean, it's just amazing what he is saying. It just is so wrong, so inappropriate. And I sometimes he says stuff that you just think, is he saying this just to shock everybody?
No, no, I think
Mhm.
mentally,
No,
honestly,
he
his
doesn't care.
filter, yeah, his filter is
It's gone.
gone. He was never one who could think a comment or think a thought all the way through and then repeat it. But yeah, when he met
Well,
with Mark, what was it, Mark Rutte, the Secretary General, um, one of the things that he posted after this meeting was, NATO wasn't there when we needed them, and they may not be there if we need them again. Yeah, because the other countries don't want to be involved in war crimes. I don't know about you, but I prefer my country not to be, war
Not to
crimes.
be involved in war
Yeah.
crimes.
And then the other thing he said was,
the law doesn't apply
as
to
well.
Trump. No.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. He said, remember Greenland, that big, poorly run piece of ice? What about it? It's got nothing to do with you. Dude, sit down. Like, what?
Yeah, it's just amazing all the crap that he has pulled in over a year now. That just and
Yeah.
it's exhausting to try to keep up with all the stuff. But
Yes.
the thing with Greenland, Mexico, Canada, tariffs, and people are trying to take it. The other countries are trying to take advantage of the United States. I'm like, what are
The
you
whole point is
talking about?
chaos. The more chaos he can create, the easier it is for him to steal money. And that's what it comes down to. More so than power or anything else, it's money. How much money is he grifting off of all of this crap that he's getting funneled into his personal pocket? billions, and it's ridiculous. I mean, there
Yeah,
are people
it
that are
is
tracking that
billions.
kind of
It
stuff.
is
And
billions.
they're like, it's criminal if he
Yes.
steals $1, much less billions of dollars. I mean,
Well, and he's not supposed to use the presidency to make money for himself, and he's been doing it the whole time. And
he
nobody
never
says
stopped.
anything.
See, but
Nobody
yeah, that's
stops
the
him.
problem. That's the problem. That is tradition. It's not law. And that is the problem. Because every other president has divested from personal business until Trump. And he was able to continue because it's not actually a law. It was just tradition. And he knows all of the things he does. Well, most of them now, it doesn't matter because he's got immunity. But up until that point, he knew what he could get away with and what he couldn't, because most of the stuff that just wasn't done was because it was tradition, because a gentleman wouldn't act that way. Well, the
Yeah,
reality
gentleman's
is, moving
agreement.
forward, we need laws on the books to prevent this, period.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Just like not allowing a felon to run for president in the first place.
You think?
Well, half the states in the country have
Yep.
things on their state constitution that says that if you are a felon or been convicted of felonies, you can't run for any kind of office. Yet somehow he managed to be on every damn state's ballot. You know, go figure.
Yeah, they took that to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court says, oh, that's unconstitutional to keep somebody from running. There were several states that took that to court.
Well then, if oh my gosh, what? Yeah. So if Jeffrey Epstein was still alive, he could run. He could run. There would be nothing there to
Yeah.
prevent him from
Yeah.
running for president.
Well, I mean,
Why
they were
not?
business partners, so why not?
Sure. Yeah. Easy transition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
see,
just
see,
wanted
see,
to, supposedly the
we
tariffs.
all paid it. The companies are the ones that'll get paid back. The people won't.
Well, right, but I mean, why this doesn't come up more often, because it is when it's so irritating when he comes out and says, "Oh, we're bringing in trillions of dollars off these tariffs." And I'm like, well, okay, what about the people? We're paying for it. Everybody in America is paying for those tariffs. And he's
Where
taking
is
in
that
all
money
this
going
money.
to? We can't
And
afford health care. We can't afford SNAP benefits.
well, he's going to eliminate health
Offshore
care. You don't
accounts.
have to worry about affording
Yes.
it. It won't be there for you.
Problem solved. What do you want?
It's just bizarre
Yeah.
the way he twists things around and acts like we're getting all this money from tariffs. The government is getting some money from tariffs. The people in the United States
Yes.
are paying for every penny of it.
Yes. I can see.
Yeah, and also, he's he's got his offshore accounts that weren't really supposed to happen either. But all of that money went into offshore accounts. We'll never see that money. We'll never see that money. And they'll keep raising the prices, and it'll be, oh, gas this, gas that, oil prices this, oil prices that. I thought that's funny, because I thought we could solely support ourselves with our own supply. So why are we
Exactly.
raising the
Yeah.
Well, I
gas?
think
You don't
that-
need any oil from the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, we don't.
You have more
We
than
got
enough.
our own. We got our own.
Yes.
But the price goes up anyway. I've never understood that that logic of what.
Right.
Why would we be paying more if we've got enough and we can use our own?
Yes.
Because it's BS. We are getting oil from other countries, and so. But yeah, this thing about it filters down to people are going out of business because they don't have farm workers to work their farms. People are going out of business because the tariffs became so high that the company went bankrupt, went out of business.
Yeah.
I mean, this is happening all over, and you don't hear very much about it. And Trump is just goofy about, look at all the money we're making. Who is making the money?
Yeah.
And
And
since
yet the
you've
farmers
gotten
are still mega.
I know the farm.
So
Well,
you can't
you
fix
know,
stupid.
farmers are the salt of the earth. Please, you know, no, they really are. They're trying to. They try to go along with it because they Trump told them to just hang in there, and they believe them. And I feel terrible for the farmers. But we need the farmers. We need their food, and so many farmers
They
have
need to
gone out
quit
of
voting
business.
against themselves.
And they,
It
well,
is the Democrats that have given them every program so far, and they always vote against the Democrats. So they need to
but
quit voting
they
Republican.
didn't see any reason to not believe him, and they did believe him, and they, you know, some people, nobody
I mean, you got
made a
ears, you got
fortune in their
eyes.
farms this year,
Yeah.
but they, you know, a lot of
Mm.
people lost their farms that had been in the family for generations. That is so sad.
Yeah.
You know, and that the ones that some people could hang in there, the government did actually give them some money. Only problem is it was not enough. It's like trying to put a band-aid on something that won't stop bleeding, and that is what
Mhm.
has happened with the farmers. It's just, it's really, really unfortunate that this should be happening. But you know, nobody will really complain about it until all of a sudden, uh-oh, we don't have any food. Oh, we couldn't sell our stuff to
Till soon.
China, so we don't have any money, and we don't have any farm anymore. So yeah, you don't have any food. So
You know,
what are you gonna do?
yeah, I understand what you're saying, Cleo. I do. However, I also agree with Judy in that, you know, if this was the first time that he was in power, then I would be a little more understanding, saying, "Well, give them an opportunity." Right? He's made promises. Let's see what he does. He screwed them royally during
Yeah.
his first administration. So, you know, it's like you can't just pretend that, well, you know, he did it last time, but he's not going to do it again because he said he's for us. You have to be a little more discerning. And if some of them, if it was, if it came down and some of them did lose their farms, I'm sorry, you should have made a better choice. You know, it's like someone who gets into a house that they can't afford, and they're in there for a while and they're paying and it looks like it's good, and all of a sudden they lose their job and things happen and the house goes for foreclosure. Maybe you shouldn't have spent $500,000 on a home. Maybe that $200,000 home that you had would have been good enough. So while yes, the farmers are the ones that put in the work and the effort to make sure that the rest of us that are in the city have food on our table. That doesn't excuse them from not using their noggin and thinking.
Well, you know, and it's not just the fact that they weren't able to sell anything to China. Now, that Trump did make some deal with China so that they could buy some of their soybeans and wheat and corn
Yeah.
and whatever. But it was also with the immigration problem. They took the immigrants, sent them to God knows where, and so they could not work in the fields. So people
Yes,
don't have anybody to pick the crops to
yes,
sell them at market. I mean, it's just one thing after another, and it
yeah,
just escalates. So yes, it is all Trump. But you
The
know,
big problem
I'm
here is farmers can't get poor white people that'll go work the fields.
yes,
They're like, that's beneath me. It's like you get
yes,
hungry enough, you'll get out there and work that damn field.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know that those the workers are there for them. But I mean, I guess I am definitely partial to the farmers because my grandfather was a farmer in Iowa, and
Yes,
you know, they just worked so hard, and he never really complained about too much. But you know, I'm thinking,
and
what
they
would he say
do.
today? You know, if he lost his whole farm? I guess I look at it from that way. I spent a number of summers in Iowa seeing how these people were, and they're just,
yeah, I'm surrounded by
it's,
farmers down here.
yeah, I love the, you know, their whole attitude and stuff. And then they just listen to, because he's the president. And he's telling them, you know, it's not too good right now, but it'll change.
Well,
Well,
and
he
most
did.
of them listen to Fox News, and that's
Yes.
the other thing that gets them into trouble. And now it doesn't matter what channel they turn it to because these super rich right wing nutbags have bought up all of
Mhm.
the media, on air media, that they're getting the same dumb message no matter what channel they turn it to. So they're going to believe them because why would the news lie to us? Well, because they've been bought and paid for. Why else? And
But
That
see,
was, you know what?
farmers don't think that way. They don't think
no,
in
I'm talking
those.
about everybody just in general, all of
Uh,
them together.
oh
Mhm.
yeah, well the mega people, you aren't going to change their mind no matter what. It's something
Yeah.
about their brain function is a little bit different, and they will only accept whatever it is Trump tells them. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
that's
you
a
know,
biological fact. They've done studies that super
Well, at
religious
some point, you got to
people,
figure it
people
out.
on the right, their brains do not function the same way that everybody else's brains do.
I was just making that up.
No, that
Yeah.
has been studied at
Yes.
length ad nauseum, and it is proven fact that their brains are not wired the same way that everybody else's brains are wired.
Wow,
And it's
I
scary
must
when
be
you think about
psychic.
it.
You must be. Yes. Yeah. You must be. But I get it, Cleo. I think that in your grandfather's time, there was a lot of things that were different. In your grandfather's time, if a man lied to you, that's it. You're done. You're done because you lied. People relied on that handshake. That
Yeah.
agreements that we made with each other, if we shook hands on it, it damn well better happen the way that we said. It changed over the years. And then you've got some people who are still, they're operating in the 21st century with a 19th century belief system. I know my father was one of those where he couldn't understand that, if he created something for one of his customers, and a lawyer told him, listen, you better put a patent on that, otherwise they can take it. And what? Oh, they wouldn't do that. They no, because he was so genuine and so good himself, it never occurred to him that there would be people out there who would screw him. And it hurt him tremendously every time they did it. But every time he believed that no, this time was going to be different. So I think for some of the older ones, it's you're asking them to change their morals, to change everything that they believe in. And yes, they do. They work very hard.
Yeah.
They're not out there looking for handouts. It's like, no, we'll manage, right? So yes, sometimes we
Well, I
we
feel the
do.
same way about women too.
Mhm.
I mean, when I see, especially like these white women that are out there, going, "Oh, Trump is Jesus," I'm like, "Are you kidding me? What is wrong with you? What
Yeah,
is wrong with
really.
you? Like, oh my God, and like you're literally voting against all of your rights, your daughter's rights, your granddaughter's rights, your sister's rights, everybody. Like why not just sit there and punch yourself in the face? I don't get it.
I
Or
know.
so I work with several gay men. I work with several Latino descent people, and then also some white women. And I am probably most of them are going to vote for Trump again if they were given a chance.
Oh
Like
my God.
literally, I've looked at every single one of them and said, "Why would you vote? Why would you do that?" Like if you're a gay man, why would you vote against somebody who literally is going to take rights away from you? If you're
Yes.
And in the
Latino,
next
why
breath,
would
they're
you
going to
vote for
bitch and
somebody who
complain about
literally is
all
going
the
to take
stuff you've
rights
done
away
that
from you?
hurts them.
If you're a woman, why? Like, I am so mystified, and I like how, and they're respectively intelligent people, and I'm looking at you going, how stupid can you be? And I just don't get it. why are you
Yeah,
doing this?
but her
You know, and
emails,
it's I,
you
I just
know,
I truly will never understand.
yeah. No, I didn't like Hillary.
I'm
There
like,
her email.
what is
There was
wrong?
something going on with her emails. I can't. No, no, no. I'm not going to believe that.
Surely they were eating children at the bottom of the pizza restaurant or something. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yes,
Like, oh
absolutely.
my
Yeah.
God.
Well,
Somebody has.
Judy, you make a great point because, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And I can't believe it today that you're still talking about people that would still vote for him after what we have
Oh,
been through.
absolutely.
And that's just amazing, amazing.
Well,
Because
and I
yeah,
can't
there's
keep my mouth shut. And we had people protesting or standing on the steps of our store and saying, "We're here to keep ICE out." And all my coworkers are going, "Do we allow this?" And of course, me, I go, "Hell yes, we allow this. Do you guys want me taken away? Are you? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like you are literally who they're trying to protect." And they're just
yeah,
looking at
it's
me like
just
I have
Yes.
6 heads, and they're like, no, that's not acceptable. And I'm like, well, if you can take it away, I'm going to watch it then because I don't know what else to do.
It's gaslighting on a
I
scale
mean,
that
it's just
is
insanity.
astronomical. I mean,
Yes.
the ability that these people have to continuously lie to folks over and over and over and over again with plenty of facts you lay out on the table showing that they lied about it, and these nitwits will still turn around and go vote for them again. It's like, and then in the next breath, they're going to
They turn
complain
around
because
and they
this
say, you're
happened or this
listening to
got
the wrong
turned off or
information.
this isn't being done. And so it's like, well,
Yeah.
who did you vote for? And then they tell you they voted for Trump or somebody like him. And you're like, well, then you're getting what you voted for. Oh, well, no,
No,
they
I'm
wouldn't
not.
do
He
that.
said he was going to get rid of the illegals, and I think all the illegals need to be taken out of the country. Well, what about your wife? Oh, he doesn't mean my family. He means everybody else's family, but not my family.
Well, and that's the point right there. All the Latinos that I work with, they're like, but I'm legal. Like, you don't think they haven't taken away legal citizens? They're like,
Yes.
oh, well, no, I'm legal. Honey, you are as brown as that tree trunk over there. You are
Yeah.
brown. That's all they look at. That's all they care
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And
You are
they
ice
just like,
candy, and they're coming for you. Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with you. So
well,
whatever.
it's
And
just
who were the
it's a
two
weird
people that
world, weird world.
who were the two people that ICE unalived in public on the street? Two white people.
Yes.
But
And
that
yeah,
doesn't
two
seem to
white
get through
people.
in their brains,
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Wow.
they deserved it though. They deserved it. Alex had a gun. Oh, so we're not against the Second Amendment, or we are, or what? I'm lost now.
Boy, we just went
And
down a
then
huge big
well,
rabbit hole here.
she was trying to run him over. Or
Yeah.
no, Renee.
W-
Renee was trying to run him over. No, she wasn't.
We're gonna have to continue this at another time. We're over an hour into the show, and an hour is about the limit on this one. I thank you so much for everybody in the chat section because I love what you guys have to say,
There's
and
been some really interesting stuff in chat. I've been trying to keep up
Yes.
with it.
yeah, some really good stuff. And this has been a very interesting. I had no idea the conversation was going to veer off the way it has. It's really good. Um,
It
and
is
so
what it
anyway,
is.
we will see you in another 2 weeks, and that's when we do Golden Girls. Is every 2 weeks, Thursday to
Absolutely.
Thursdays. And
Absolutely. And before you go, next Golden Girls, is
Is that me? Or is that
that you? You
okay?
sure? Okay.
I think it's me.
Okay.
I'm gonna write
in.
down it's me, and then we'll go from there.
oh, in
Yes.
case anybody wanted to know, I hosted the show today. I haven't done it for over a year. So good. It was good to do.
Yes.
Thank you. And thanks, Marina and Sherry and Judy, for
Well,
all
thank
your
you for
input.
hosting.
And yeah, it was, well, yes, of course we're going to have you. You're the cousin, for crying out loud.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So
Thank you for
anyway,
hosting. It was You did a great job.
We'll see you guys all in a couple weeks, and
Absolutely.
thanks so much.
Absolutely.
We'll see you
Bye
soon.
for now.
Bye.
Bye.